Hello Libra, my beautiful souls. Welcome to your weekly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone. So take what fits, but please leave the rest out. We have Eight of Spring and the Princess of Winter. Energy is shifting fast. A lot of you are going to feel this suddenly, almost like something's completely different or headed your way. Okay, so someone's getting some insight or clarity on something and just ready to move with it. I know I messed up everything and I know I crossed the line with you. Okay, so someone does take accountability here for the past, or if they haven't yet, they certainly know they are responsible for some things here. Also, they really feel disappointed in themselves that they let you down. Overall energy, Queen of Cups. This is about compassion, but being able to deal with emotions that are heavy and knowing how to transmute it from pain and suffering into love. Okay, so we have High Priestess, Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. For your energy, yeah, you guys are picking up on something here. High Priestess, Four of Wands. This is like union energy, but it's feeling safe, welcomed, in your own comfortable zone, and something has finally hit an end here that has been long overdue. Maybe you've waited for quite a while in regards to a specific person, or something happening in your life, just waiting for it to come to the end point. But it feels like you just hadn't gotten messages, or you didn't know what was going on, maybe not get information on what has ended. So you were just listening to your intuition and you are allowing yourself to feel the energy. But you feel at this point, if you haven't already, it's about to hear within the next 4 to 7 days that everything is aligning how it should. Your intuition was on point. So if you felt like something wasn't quite over in the past, you are absolutely right. For their energy, we have Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers with the Justice. Yeah, the universe is balancing things out here. The divine is very much in control of this situation. A lot of you are dealing with a spiritual tie here. Okay, so this is a very fated connection, and everything is happening as it should. So if you feel like you've missed the boat, or maybe you feel you were regressing or going backwards, you had learned some lessons here, don't worry, you're right on time. Okay, because it's showing me that this person is trying to meet you at your level. They're sensing this fear of loss and knowing that they're letting you slip through their fingers, that time's up. It almost feels like the clock is ticking. They're having nightmares here, a lot of them about you, or dream messages that the divine is incorporating into their dream sleep so that they can be pushed forward, acknowledge the feelings that they have suppressed about you in the past. Especially the Seven of Wands here, they've been heavily guarded for quite some time, not wanting to deal with these emotions. So it looks like what's taken so long here is this person trying to suppress their feelings, not deal with their actions, how they did things, being disappointed in themselves for letting you down, and being heartbroken without you. But it's like the divine's saying, time's up, guys. It's time for them to do something about this. Finally acknowledge it. They can only suppress it for so long. Okay, let's see what's happened in the past. We have Five of Swords, Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. So it looks like already going into this situation, you knew that they had some issues going on in their life, possibly in a third party. They could have been in a committed situation, but it just shows me in general, they were already tied down to something that made them miserable. They had no control over their life or which move they can make. So it feels like they were on a tight leash anyways. And it was disappointing because you felt like this person, both of you were on the same page. You were aligning together, felt like you had the same core values, same traditions in a sense. And with the Five of Swords, it really felt it was stripped away from you because this person didn't have the strength to walk away from something that no longer served them, or they chose to just stay stuck out of comfortability. Let's see this Five of Swords. Death, Six of Cups, Yeah, some of you are dealing with a soulmate here. Possible twin flame, Fool. Yeah, they needed to take a risk. They needed to step out. You were the catalyst here for them to change or make big changes in their life and learn a really difficult lesson tied to one of their core wounds here, possibly of abandonment or feeling not chosen in life. Okay, they've built huge walls up in regards to this. But it shows that you were tugging at their heartstrings and they've never felt a love like this. And it was intoxicating to them, not because it wasn't wonderful, but because they didn't know how to deal with these feelings, right? They had already accepted defeat about themselves, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy of love due to some past struggle or a core wound, that they weren't able to see what was right in front of them, that they are worthy of this and that they do deserve love as well. So how they handled this connection, okay, with communication, it looks like this person tended to use hypocrisy, okay, making sure that you were giving to them what they needed, possibly control here, and at the same time they could do whatever they wanted and you couldn't say otherwise. And that was what was difficult, because towards the end it seemed like this person was just walking away because it was the easier route. And you knew, you could feel the distance grow as time went on here. Let's see the challenge. We have 9 of Cups. Magician, yeah, wearing false masks. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. You know what this shows, Libra? Already, that you have no idea. Maybe they've never said it. Maybe you've always just wondered. They hold you in high regards, on a pedestal. This person, their passion for you, it just won't quit. And they don't want you to know this in the Magician. They hide it. They disguise it as something else, trying to control how you feel or not giving too much to you all at once so that you wouldn't expect too much from them. They felt intimidated by you, so they wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to feel like you needed them in some way. And it wasn't because they were trying to do this in a mean way or to break your heart. They just didn't know how to handle themselves. I'm telling you, this core wound that they have, it's something that needed to come to the surface and for them to acknowledge so that they can release this and actually be happy in love. Because it's something that completely shattered them emotionally to where they can't even understand their own feelings. So they manipulate it in the Magician. Manipulate situations here with you as well. But they also feel you were a dream come true in the 9 of Cups. I finally meet the person I'm so compatible with. Like, they're everything I dream of. They understand me. They get me on such a deep level, even when I don't have to talk about it. And it frustrated them because they didn't know how to handle it. It's kind of like your light was so bright, they didn't know how to handle you. Okay, so let's see this Queen of Wands. Hanged Man. Well, I will say this. What is beautiful here about your energy is you did not live in your ego. And I find this so fantastic because even though you were going through heartbreak, even through separation here, even when they were not giving you what you needed, you were allowing them space. And you were allowing yourself to embrace who you are, even though it hurt. Even through suffering, you still chose love. You didn't harden your heart. You didn't try to retaliate. And that is something to be so proud of. I cannot say that enough. Because with the Hanged Man, Ace of Cups, this is even the divine recognizing how much you've been through. And that what you have poured into yourself now means you will be given the love that you desire more than anything tenfold in return. Okay, so a huge surprise is on the horizon for you. Okay, they did need to release something. Again, it's just showing me as well. They need to open up their heart, follow their heart, and just embrace vulnerability instead of trying to control things and stay stuck in a situation. It's going to be different for everyone, the situation, so I don't really want to go down that route. But it's just about control. Them not releasing it, feeling fearful of losing quite a bit in their life. This could be anything. So let's see what's going to happen, where this is headed. We have Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Sun card. You guys are about to receive the surprise of a lifetime. This is orchestrated by the divine, and something's moving here that you're really going to want to see. So I'm going to find out in extended exactly what this is and what it has to do with your person, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, thank you so much for joining me, Libra. Many blessings to you guys. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.